Oh, the Lich King! What's up, everybody? Today, we are going to take a look at the Destruction Runes. Actually, we're going to take a look at this new patch that just came out. Not the new patch, the new developer's note. Hi, I'm a developer for Summoner's War, so this is apparently from a developer of Summoner's War. Awesome. All this stuff. The boss, we already went over. If you guys didn't see, the last video I posted before this, is basically just going over the patch about the Necropolis and stuff like that. We already saw this image. We saw all these skills. I think they're the same, right? Damage permanently increases every time the skill is used. Recovers 50% of the damage dealt. Imprisons the soul. That has done the imprisoned soul is set free once the HP is brought to 0. So I guess he comes back to you. The imprisoned soul is set, but it doesn't say he comes back to you. It basically just says it's set free, so he doesn't get it anymore, but we'll see if it comes back or what happens. We have soul barrier passive, which we saw. We have fallen immortal. Immune to silence or cool time. Okay. And then we have the time of the dead. Attack speed of all enemies. Didn't I say it? Didn't I say it? Didn't I say I think this is not attack power? I said I think this is attack speed. I think it was a translation issue, just like the Light Monkey King. Okay. Yep. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be, because I was like, it doesn't make sense for it to be attack power and then start talking about speed and attack bar. So... also because the attack speed cap, blah blah blah. Okay. Necropolis has 5 phases, will be available at all times, just like the Giant's Keep and the Dragon's Lair. Okay. You'll be able to acquire higher grade runes along with the new rune as well. Let's see what kind of runes you may get at the Necropolis. Okay. So let's talk about these. Vampire Rune, Nemesis Rune, Shield Rune, Rage Rune, and Destroy Rune are all going to be available in the Necropolis. Which, kind of nice. Okay, kind of nice and not nice. If you need Rage Runes, now you have to go to Necropolis. If you want Destroy Runes, the new runes, which we're going to talk about in a second, now you have to go to Necropolis, which is, of course, understandable. Vampire Runes, at least Vampire Runes are not going to drop from dragons anymore, which I'm kind of happy about, because that's just a better chance of getting Violent Runes. So, now we have... I'm kind of happy about this, because now I can focus and I can say, okay, right now I need this rune, or this rune, and I can be like, let's say I just want Swift Runes. Now I have to go to this thing, and I have a better chance of getting Swift Runes. I have a better chance of getting Violent Runes. Pretty cool. I like that. Okay, so instead of having more chances of getting more runes maybe you didn't want when you went into the dungeons, and you're like, man, I really wish this wasn't the guard rune. Ah. Okay, so also these I think that it says later on down here where what the new giant stuff is going to give. Giants and dragons are going to give. So we have, okay, Garen Forest is still energy, Mount Size still fatal, Kabir is still blade, Mount White Dragon is, instead of rage, it's the Sigmar's boss one, it's now guard, okay. Tulane Forest, instead of swift, it's gonna be focus, okay, so that's the Lagmarn boss. Haideni Runes, instead of focus, it's gonna be revenge. Ooh, that might be cool, now I'm gonna actually get some revenge runes. Because I can farm my Lucian. If you guys have a Lucian farmer, he can farm that pretty quickly. He could do the Hell Mode boss if you have good runes on him in about 30 seconds. So Haideni Runes might be, you guys might get some more revenge runes now. Because you can still get 5-star rare runes that have 3 substats. That have like 1 baby substat like right under the primary stat, and then 2 that actually go up. So the one right under the primary stat, if you get one of those, that's never going to go up, but the two big substats are going to be the ones that go up. I hope that wasn't confusing to you. But yeah, you can still potentially get some decent, if that's your farming level, you can get some decent revenge runes now that you might be able to use. Not going to be as amazing as the Chaos Dungeon runes, of course, but I still find myself every once in a while putting one of those runes on. Okay, we have Timor Desert. It's going to be, it used to be Guard, now it's going to be Endure. Verfagus used to be Endure, now it's going to be Will. Famine used to be Violent, now it's going to be Swift. Wow. Wow, so now no Violent. Now there's no Violent in any of the scenarios. Okay. So Aiden Forest used to be Will, now it's going to be Vampire now, and now the Vampire is in the scenario. Okay, Faerun Castle, Mount Runar, and Chiruka Remains. No, Chiruka Remains is going to change from Revenge to Destroy. And then these Faerun and Mount Runar are going to be the same. Okay. I don't see a lot of people farming Chiruka Remains though. Maybe like super OP players and like that are always in the top 100 all the time, just naturally because no one can beat them. Those guys, not no one can beat them, but you know what I mean. Okay, so Dragon's Lair. What do we get from Dragon's Lair now? We have Guard, Endure, Violent, Will. Oh no, this is what we used to have. Okay, so this is what I was saying. We used to have 8 different runes that we could get from Dragon's Lair before. Now, instead of those 8 runes, we have 5 different options to get from Dragon's Lair, which is, no, that's not right. Yeah, that's right. Never mind. That's right. Never mind. It says Revenge again. It says Revenge a lot. Okay, so instead of those, we no longer have the opportunity. We no longer have the opportunity to get Guard, or what else? Or Nemesis, or Shield, or Vampire. Guard, Nemesis, Shield, or Vampire. I know some people like the Nemesis. Vampire, I was never super crazy about Vampire runes. I put them on monsters, but it's not my priority. I was like, oh man, I love Rage runes, and I hate to admit it, but I love Violent runes, even though I used to not like them back in the beginning of the game, and then I realized that it's not, the math on them is not right. So Violent runes are way OP. But yeah, so now we have Revenge, Endure, Will, Swift, and Violent. Those are all really good. I think Dragon's Lair is probably still going to be the OP place the best place to run. Then we have Giant's Keep, Energy, Fatal Blade, Guard, Focus, and Despair. So Giants is still going to have Despair. It's not going to have Swift anymore though, and it's not going to have Rage, but it is going to have Guard again. I think it used to have Guard, but it is going to have Guard again now. Okay, so Necropolis is going to be Rage, Nemesis, Shield, Vampire, and Destroy. I thought it was Destruction. I thought that's what they were called. Okay, no, I guess they are called Destroy runes. Okay, but yeah, basically how you can think about this is Giants is still going to be the place where you get the vanilla runes. And what I mean by vanilla runes is all of these, Energy, Fatal Blade, Guard, Focus, you can get these from substats. Like, you can get 15 more energy from substats, you can get 40 more, or however much they changed it to now, what, 35 now is Fatal, the attack. You can get that from substats too, you can get the 15%, all that stuff from substats. So, and these ones are going to be the extra skills that you can't get from anywhere aside from runes, except for the Endure. Actually, no, never mind. Endure and Swift. Never mind. Forget I said that. Okay. Okay. Moving on. We hope that rune farming will become much more convenient. Yes, it is. It actually is. Now let's move on to the new rune. Rune Spotlight Destroy rune. The newly added Destroy rune is a 2-piece rune set that decreases your enemy's max HP. So this is not the ignore defense like what they were talking about on in the Reddit posts. This is actually decreasing the enemy's max HP. What does that mean? Okay. When attacking the enemy with 2 Destroy runes equipped, your enemy's max HP will be destroyed by the amount of damage you deal, up to a limit of 4% of the max HP. To clarify, the Destroy rune effect only decreases the max HP, however the decreased HP can't be recovered until the battle ends. You can only destroy up to 4% of the max HP at a time, and can destroy up to 60% throughout the battle. The max HP can't be decreased lower than 40% of its original value. Can destroy up to 60%, and then the max HP can't be decreased lower than 40% of its original value. Doesn't that totally mean the opposite things? Decrease to lower than 40% of its original value. 2. You're missing a 2 there. It makes a big difference. Okay. Because if it doesn't say 2, it means by. So 2 and by. Okay. Aside from that, let's talk about it. So where is this going to be good? This is going to be good against monsters like Rune, against the Wind Lich, against really tanky monsters that just are annoying and unkillable. This is going to be good against revive teams, because now it's going to be much easier to destroy revive teams, big tanky monsters. It's going to stop those 30-minute long arena battles where you're like, man, I can't seem to win this. If you have destroy runes on one of your monsters, you will eventually be able to win it. There's going to be no stalemates. So basically, you stick some destroy runes on there, and we're gonna stop the stalemates of the just tanky stall arena defense. So you can take a safe team, put some destroy runes on there, and not worry too much, because you'll eventually just, I mean, you think about it. Let's say if you're fighting against the team, and they have like 40,000, all of them have 40,000 hit points, right? So 40,000 hit points, and then they cannot be decreased. So let's say you just chip away at them over and over and over again with the destroy runes. They eventually wind up their hit points, their max hit points, even after they heal themselves, is going to be, let's see, 16,000. 16,000 out of a team of 40,000 HP monsters. So if you see those Eladriel, Brian, who else? Michelle, Chloe, Chasun, those really, really tanky arena defenses. Now you're gonna be like, okay, I can just chip away at them. I could just put it on auto and chip away at them slowly, as long as I don't die myself. Chip away at them slowly, and then they're gonna revive, but they're gonna have such little HP. They're gonna have 16,000 HP. Is really not that hard to, beat after that. The same thing with Rune. If she's got 40,000 hit points, she puts that shield up. I believe it's 50% of her, man, it's been so long since I've looked at Rune, the Water Epicon Priest skills. I believe it's 50%, it was 50% of her max HP, that she puts the shield up for. But I don't know if it's been changed since the last time I looked at it. But if you think about it, okay, let's say she has 40,000 HP, and then she puts a 20,000 HP shield up. Then you chip away at her, and she gets down to 16,000 HP with an 8,000 HP shield. She's not invincible anymore. They basically just nerfed the living hell out of Rune. So Rune is, with these destroy runes, if you see a Rune, you no longer need to get Bella, you no longer need to take Megan. You just need to have one of your monsters that has destroy and finish the other monsters off on the team, and then Rune is now nothing, is now not a problem at all. You're just going to keep chipping away at her, and eventually you'll just finish everything else, click auto on Rune, and she's going to turn into a little kitten. She's going to turn into a little... She's not going to be a tank anymore, she's going to be more like a tricycle. Okay. If you equip 4 sets, 4 pieces, 2 sets, you can destroy up to 8% of the max HP at a time, and with 6 pieces, you can destroy up to 12% of the max HP at a time. Please note that the destroy rune effect does not apply to bosses. Not apply to bosses, okay. But bosses don't usually heal themselves. Sometimes they do, depending on like the wind boss, the Hall of Wind heals himself, and then one of the TOA bosses heal themselves as well as the, like, if you go to TOA and you have like the Chow boss, it changes whether it's like level 30 or whatever. So you're not going to be able to use that on the Chow or other big tanky bosses that are going to keep healing themselves. Okay. It's mostly for TOA. That's about everything I've prepared for the new dungeon and Rune. Is there just one developer working on this? If so, you do a lot of damn work. Congratulations on that. But I hope you're excited for the upcoming blah blah, this and that. Patch is still in progress, so please note the actual update may turn out to be different from what I've shared today. Where's the... I hope to talk to everyone again soon. Yes. This is an image of content scheduled for the future. What kind of content, you ask? I can't tell. It's the Rift of Worlds! Rift of Worlds, come on. It's gotta be the Rift of Worlds. Gotta be the Rift of Worlds. Alright guys, well I've talked enough I think. When is this going to come out? Scheduled at late September. Okay. Right. Oh, after the update scheduled at late September, the acquirable locations of all runes are going to be adjusted. Until then, the 1.74 update, multiple locations. Multiple locations, okay. So I guess it's happening in late September. So there we go. How long is that? That's not too far away. Not too far away. Okay, so a month away. Very cool. Anyway, I am... Let's see, can we open any scrolls? It's the end of the video. Scrolls? Scrolls? Scrolls. No? No scrolls? Okay. No scrolls for little Snoopy. Screw you. Screw you, little Snoopy. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you in the next video.